Hey, it's Sizzling Popcorn, and in this video, we're going to do something completely different. Never done it on the channel. And as you can see here, we're using Tier Maker, and we're going to take all of iRacing's road tracks, and I'm going to put them into tiers from the GOATs, the greats, the good, decent, bad, and never race or don't own. And this is all the road tracks that we have currently as of this time of recording, which is the end of season 1 of 2024. This does not include new tracks that are coming out next week, in week 13, when the big rain update is coming. It's going to wash away everybody's iRating. There we go. I said it. But just watch it. Just watch how this rain is going to affect iRating, and you're going to see like 5,000 iRating guys drop. It's not like they're going to go from 5,000 to 1,000, but you know there's going to be a learning curve. But let's get started here. First one, we're starting off with the GOAT, the 24-hour Le Mans. That I've always loved that track. Loved doing the special events, doing the 24-hour Le Mans. But too bad the licensing agreements. We can't have that special event, but we still do sneak it in somehow into a series. We just call it a series where it's like 24-hour races every second weekend, and we just call it it's a 24-hour race of lower France or whatever. All right, so enough said about the GOAT. It's there. It's a classic. Next one, Borderland Aragon. It's a track in Spain. I think this came onto iRacing about a year ago. I bought it. I've actually never raced there, and I think I've actually tried doing some testing with AI just so I can see that my performance on my old PC, because I was having heavy stutters on a 2080 Ti, and I'm pretty sure it was Borderland. I continued having that. But I've never raced there, so I'm going to put it as never race, don't own, but it's never raced. Interlagos in Brazil. This track, it's a nice track. It's definitely an iconic track for Formula cars and even the endurance. I've done many races there. I would say it's good. I would say, for me, when I see Interlagos, I'll go race there, but it's not like I want to go race there. It's like, okay, I just gotta suck it up and just go race. Barber Motorsports. This again, I'm gonna put it in the same field here. I've only raced here like, I don't know, maybe like 5-10 times. I've been on iRacing for like 6.5 years. I haven't really raced there, but I think it was my second. Endurance race in the DGFX series. Now they have I think it's like IVRA, but at that point I was like, well, I guess I'm back at it right now because of my 9-month hiatus and then coming back, so iRatings dropped a bit. But I think I was about like 1,300 iRating, and I'm up against like 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 iRating guys, and we had, I think, 3 classes at Barber, and I remember practicing, and I got my time to about 3 seconds off. Well, when I came to race day, I was 3 seconds off of that 3 seconds. So it wasn't good, and I was paired up with very fast teammates, but like I was super slow, he was super fast, but I was very conservative, and he was like you had to watch out because he was very aggressive and he wrecked a lot. But yeah, I would say it is a good track. Just that one experience was a bad experience, because after that I was like, I don't know if I want to go back. But going there in like a Skippy, yeah, it's a nice track. Next one, going to Detroit to Belle Isle. Belle Isle, I've raced there a few times. I'm gonna put it as decent. I'm not a big fan of the track. It's a street track, and like it's quite narrow, but we managed to have like LMPs on there, GTPs. So, but yeah, decent. Next up, Brands Hatch. Brands Hatch, I would say it's great. I've raced there many times in the early days of like MX5 in the Skippies. I've even done some GT racing there. It's a nice track, and you can also have I think it's the Indy Oval, which is like a short version. That's nice. Next up, Canadian Tire, Mosport. I really like that. Obviously, it's Canadian. Been there many times. I actually have got I think I have a couple of wins there in it would be in IMSA at Mosport. So yeah, it's a great track. Chicago street course for NASCAR. I don't own it. I couldn't really tell you anything about it. Circuit de Spa. That's I love that track. If I see that, I like beamline to get onto that track to race. Love it. Love the track. Same thing with Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. I really like it. More so for Formula, but also GT3. It was there. I think IMSA was there this past week, and I was like, to have multi-class racing there, with GTP, I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work, or is it just gonna be like a smash fest or something. But other than that, I really like it for the open wheelers. Great track. Next up, Jerez. It's another Spanish track. Do I have that? Jerez. Yes, I do have it, but I've never raced there, so I can't really tell you much. Circuit of the Americas. That it's decent. It's like we'll come up to it later on, but Long Beach, I call that Long Bitch because just like Long Beach, this is a bitch to drive. Depending on what car you're in, but yeah. That's what I'll say about Circuit of the Americas, COTA. Next up, Fuji. Talking about bitch courses and corners here, especially when there's the chicane. I don't like this, but it is decent. It is decent. Next up, Nürburgring GP Strecke. So the Grand Prix track. This, yeah, I'd say it's a great track. Love it. Even multi-class, it's great. I remember that was where I had to do time trials to get into DGFX with our team. Like on my first team, I've only been on like 2 teams and then some like off stuff. But the first team I was on, we had to do laps there, and then I started to get to know it and just like it. Hockenheim, I don't really like it. Yeah, just I when I see this, I try to avoid it. I think it's more so that once you've gone through about half the track, coming back to the start finish in those little those tighter corners. But yeah, not really a fan of it. Homestead. We're not going to talk about Homestead. There's, I guess there's a road track. I've never raced there. I've never raced on the road track at Homestead. I've been on the oval for NASCAR, but yeah. Hunger Ring. Yeah, that's a nice track, good track for Formula GT, even endurance racing. Imola, I like it, specifically for GT3s and for Formula 3. This one is Charlotte. Oh, I think this is the Charlotte Roval. I hate that thing. Let's just put, because one is circa to, I think 2008. That one's decent, because that one it wasn't a Roval, it was a road course, I'm pretty sure, and for Mazda. It's for the MX-5. But the other one, the Roval, no. I check out. Lime Rock is actually I really like this new one, the repave and everything. And I would put the old one at a good. Obviously, the newer the track to iRacing, the visuals are going to be a lot better. So that's all I gotta say there. Okayama just got a facelift this past at the beginning of the season, and I've been there once or twice, and yeah, actually I'll go and say it's one of the goats, especially Mazdas or Formula 3 or even GT3. But if you then start getting into LMPs and endurance, I just find it's too small of a track for that kind of stuff. Oran Park, I would have to see the track map, but it's been a long time since I've been at Oran Park. I'd say good. I use that more so in the MX-5 and Skippy. I've never raced anything else there. Oulton Park. It's decent, but then you got the chicane, and I can get yourself in a disaster there. Actually, they got a couple of chicanes depending on the track. But if you get into LMPs or multi-class, I would stick away from that. Phoenix, circa 2008. Yeah, that was good. That's inside the Phoenix Oval. It's a road course. Summit Point, great. I've had many road wins there. Tsukuba. I've been there, but I don't really go there much. More so Formula 3 or they haven't had it this past season, but Formula Renault the 2.0, I'd go there, or Mazda's. Anything else, I won't go to Tsukuba. WeatherTech Raceway, so Laguna Seca. Laguna Seca is it's good. It's nice. Good multi-class. Yeah, because I've done some I think we had like a simulated race there before getting into DGFX, and DGFX was like 2019, I think. Or actually, no. I started in 20. I started in 2017, so 2018, I think, would have been DGFX. I don't know. Getting old, so memories going on. Indianapolis. Unless we're talking about a new configuration, the old Indianapolis road course inside, I didn't like it at all. But if we're talking about if there's a new layout, then I've never raced a new layout. A new layout. Knocking Hill or Knock Hill, Knockingham. Knock Hill, don't own it. Silverstone, or Silverstone, circa 2000. I think it's 2008. Epic. I think we did 1,000 miles or Silverstone 1,000 or something like that. But yeah, I actually like it. I actually like it better than the new version. And I don't think the new version is the most current, but I would say the newer version is decent. Next up, Long Beach. Yeah, I call it Long Beach, but that's just a play on words. I would say decent. It's a decent road course. It's the Long Beach part is that hairpin, because you got to use just one hand to make your turn, or else you're gonna jam your hands. 90 cool. I bought it. I tested it. I never raced it. Next up, Monza. Ooh yeah, baby. I'll race there any day. And I really don't care about the that first chicane, but I've had it where it's more of a mess sometimes when you don't have the first chicane. What was it? I think it was like LMPs or something, and everybody's just like clogging up going into the first corner. Like, really? Come on, guys. Motorsport Arena, I just have my list here of tracks to buy. Well, it's the tracks that I don't own, and that's like very few on the roadside. Motorsport Arena, I think this is actually going to be free as of Season 2, 2024. But no, I don't own it. Mount Washington Auto Road, I don't own it, never raced it, but I've seen it, and really, it's just for time trials. It's pretty much for shits and giggles. There's really there's not a series that will have that on its schedule. Mugello. Haven't raced there yet. I have it, but I'm also like scared of going there, so I'm just gonna put it in the bad section. For you, it might be a goat for you, but yeah, for me, I'd say bad. New Jersey, I don't have, and that's just that's a tech track. So you're driving down the road. It's pretty much the road, and then it's all these like pixels because they don't have the artwork and stuff. Like it was never finished. Phillip Island. Raced there a few times. I think I would need some practice. It's like Long Beach. Get some practice in, and then it should be fine. It's nice few little lines. I would say more so GT3 and an open wheel. Nothing endurance. That stuff. Red Bull Ring. Well, it's Red Bull. So, it's great. Great track. Great visuals. They've got the bull there. Next one, Nürburgring, the Norse Life. That man, I can't wait till the next Nürburgring 24 hours. Yeah, I love it. Yes, it's very challenging, but I love it because it just I guess for the challenge. Next one is Ruscovian. I think this is going to be a free one too. I own it, but I've never raced it. So there's a couple of tracks that I've owned but never raced. Sandown, let's say same category, never raced. I do own it. Sebring. Love that place. So, then start looking, you can then see how it's like mostly wreck stuff. That's the goat for me. But yeah, Sebring, really nice. And then since they've updated the track a bit, it's even nicer. Snetterton. I'm trying to remember that track. It's been a while. Actually, lately I haven't raced there, and I can't even remember the last time I raced at Snetterton. Probably a good 4 years ago. Suzuka. I would put her up in the. Yeah, I'd put her up in the contest for the goats. Really nice track, and got some technical stuff, especially like the S's, and then on your way down, like coming back to the start finish line, you've got that long straightaway, and then it's a fast left, and then you gotta jam it before you go through the chicane. Barcelona, Catalunya. I hate it. I've raced there. I've done some touring cars there, and I was like, but I've done some special events, or no, not special event, endurance racing here. But yeah, it was. It's a tough track, especially when you're getting into the chicanes and the bumps. But yeah, don't like it. Zandvoort. And I just gotta take a look here because I gotta see the map because I might be confusing one for the other. But Zandvoort, yeah. So Zandvoort, it's the other way around. So Zolder, I'm fine with. Zandvoort's not. Actually, no. Okay, no. That's how it. Yeah, because Zandvoort is the track that they repaved for Formula 1, and Zolder is not. Yeah, it says GTM. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. Daytona. This the road course is where I had my first endurance race ever, and this was DGFX, and it was like broadcasted on I don't know what. Was Race Spot? No, it wasn't Race Spot. It was the other one. GSRC. But I was I was racing with my brother and third teammate. Yeah, and they put us in the Ferrari back then, and we didn't want the Ferrari, but the team leader said, no, you're going in the Ferrari. So we went in the Ferrari. My brother took off first, but then when he got back in the pit lane, and now it's my turn to get in the car, I start seeing how fast all these cars were coming by, and I'm like, how am I gonna do this? And I got out, I went through the International Horseshoe, and then on my way out of that, I made a mistake, and I went into the tire barrier and caused a full course yellow, and I had my moment on the broadcast. Yeah, I think GSRC. Yeah, I was right there, front and center on the screen. Embarrassing. Donington, I would put as good. Ohio sports car course. It's fine, but if I saw that on a schedule, I would just skip it. Which one's this? Oh, this is Bathurst. We just finished the 12-hour Bathurst, and I was slow as hell. Even with some practice, I was still slow as hell. Would I do the Bathurst 12 again? Yeah, probably. But yeah, I'm slow at it. I'm gonna put it as bad. I'm slow at it, and it can be very penalizing if you make any mistakes. Road America, great track, nice wide open. Yeah, really like it. Plus they have Canada Corner. Road Atlanta's another great track. Sonoma Raceway. I do not like that track. And it's not a popular track either. VIR. I think I did buy it before it became free, and I didn't like it, and I never would race on it. And even with the remake and putting it free, I still won't go there. I just find like that track in my mind is like very narrow. Lots of runoff, but very narrow. Watkins Glen, it's got to be up there. Hey, it's competing as a goat. Love the different layouts. Race the Watkins 6 hours at the Glen almost every year. Nice place for multi-class. Pretty much anything on the roadside. Now we're going to Willow Springs. I don't own it. Winton. That I don't own. Twin Motegi. This. I would say it's decent. It's because the first thing that comes to mind is my first team race, and it was my brother and I. We did a little bit of practice, not much, and it was like a 6 a.m. race on a Saturday morning or something. And we did it at Twin Motegi, Twin Ring, and it was dark. We were so slow, the two of us. I think it was a 3-hour race. I think we lasted about an hour and 40 minutes before we got disqualified or something. Like it was just a mess. And then to cap things off, Circuit de No. This is actually going to become a free track next season. So I actually don't own it right now. So I'll own it next season, but probably won't be racing it. But we'll see. It looks like a very windy kind of track, so yeah, don't own it. But that's it for this video. Let me know in the comment section below, like, would you change any of these around? You know, are there some that I've never raced or I don't own that you think are, you know, a GOAT or a great track? Let me know in the comment section below. But if you like this video, make sure you smash that like button. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you'll know when the next video comes out or when I go into live stream. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.